At this time, the cabin pressurization was stable, with the pressure increasing at a rate of about 800 to 1,000 feet per minute. This indicated that the cabin pressure was properly matching the gradually increasing flight altitude outside. Air traffic control then instructed Flight 1282 to continue climbing to its cruising altitude of 23,000 feet. The aircraft was promptly accelerated to its standard speed of 500 kilometers per hour and continued on course toward Ontario Airport. At this moment, the pressure differential between the inside and outside of the cabin had risen to 5.7 psi. At a typical cruising altitude, an aircraft usually maintains a maximum differential pressure of about 8.35 psi. In other words, 5.7 psi was roughly equal to 68% of the maximum value. This means that at this stage, the increase in cabin pressure was completely normal and well within the safe range. However, just when everything seemed stable, a catastrophic incident suddenly occurred inside the cabin. The metal stop, originally used to secure the mid-cabin emergency exit door, the component that prevents the door from being forced open by cabin pressure, was completely deformed and broken under the immense pressure. Immediately afterward, the cover panel used to seal the door opening was hurled out of the fuselage in an instant. Fortunately, this cover panel did not strike the aircraft's horizontal stabilizer at the tail. Otherwise, the consequences would have been far more severe. Instead, the panel spun as it was ejected and eventually fell freely into a rural area below. However, the panel was not the only thing that was blown out. Once it was gone, a gaping hole roughly the size of the emergency exit appeared in the fuselage. At that moment, the high-pressure air inside the cabin suddenly rushed out through the gap, creating a violent wind equivalent to the force of a Category 12 typhoon, instantly sweeping through the entire cabin.